Hello, and thank you so much for joining me here today. For today's video, I will be doing another meditation, but this time focusing on the Fey realms, or fairies specifically, and allowing them to show us how we each can reignite kind of like a childlike joy in our lives and kind of nurture our inner child in that way, in a playful kind of fun way. So I will be letting them guide the experience. As per all my meditations here on my channel, I ask that you find somewhere you feel safe and comfortable to experience this meditation, somewhere private, and that you either find somewhere to sit comfortably or somewhere you can lay down to fully relax into the meditation. If you like to use crystals or any tools, I would suggest having either clear quartz or selenite in your left hand, but any crystal will do if something's calling to you in particular. You don't need any tools for this meditation, just your body and your breath. Without further ado, we'll get started. I ask that if you aren't already, to please lay back in your chair and tilt your head up. Have your palms open, facing the ceiling, open to receive. And if you're lying down, to also have your palms open, to have your head tilted back, and to just take a few normal breaths here. You don't have to control your breath right now. You can just let it flow through. Just allow that natural rhythm to come through you. All I want you to do now is focus on that breath without trying to change it. Focusing on your breath will help take you out of your thinking mind and help you better relax into the experience. I'll now guide you through a few deep breaths here. So on my count, inhale, 1, 2, 3, 4, hold the breath. And exhale, 1, 2, 3, 4. Hold the exhale. And now inhale, 1, 2, 3, 4. Hold it there. And exhale, 1, 2, 3, 4. Hold that exhale. Last inhale, 1, 2, 3, and 4. Hold that breath. And last exhale here, 1, 2, 3, and 4. Allow your breath to return to normal. You might notice that your breath is a little deeper than it was before you started. Or maybe not, maybe it's mostly the same. Either way, don't have to try and control the breath, just let it return to whatever its natural rhythm is. Take a few normal breaths here to relax your body. I want you to visualize on your left side, Archangel Michael standing beside you, putting a protective shield of blue light over your body, over your auric field, keeping you safe so that you know you are protected throughout this entire experience and that you are safe to fully relax into and receive whatever it is that wants to come through. Know that you are protected. I want you to pay attention to the details of Archangel Michael. See whatever form he takes. what his wings look like, or if he's just an orb of light. Allow yourself to have your own experience throughout the meditation, as these beings often take many forms. Allow yourself to experience whatever it is you're seeing. Archangel Michael now opens a portal above you, portal swirling with light, almost like a wormhole, that leads to a Fae realm or dimension. Wherever this portal leads will be specific to you and your guides and the Fae on your team. But for everyone, this will lead to some high vibrational fairy guides. I want you to pay attention to the colors of this portal, and if you can see through it, what the landscape looks like within. Does it look very earthly, foresty, or even snowy, like from another planet or a crystal cavern? Whatever you see, know that it is for you. It could even be somewhere you recognize from a memory, somewhere on Earth. Whatever it is, we will be heading towards that space. I want you to imagine your consciousness wherever you feel it floating right now, most likely in your head. And I want you to imagine that consciousness like an orb of light sinking down, down, down into your throat, slowly coming out of your mind and moving down your body. You find your awareness following this orb, moving out of your head, out of your mind, down into your throat, and now moving down into your heart space. Sink into your heart space before taking this consciousness and watching it move out of your chest, out of your body as an orb of light, heading towards the portal above you. This orb of light may transform into you, your spirit body, or it may stay an orb. But either way, I invite you as this light being to leave your body behind, safe and protected by Archangel Michael, as you go through this portal. Now that you've gone through this portal of light, look around at the space you find yourself in. Take a look at yourself, what you look like, what your body looks like, what it feels like. It may be the body you've always had in this life that you recognize. It could be you as a child or as another being entirely. Just be accepting of whatever it is you experience. Take in all the details of this new landscape around you. Maybe you know where you are, or maybe you don't. Either way, it's perfect. If you don't know where you are, try and think about how this place makes you feel. Note down in your mind any details that stand out to you. For a lot of you, this could be a memory, a place you knew from your childhood, or a place you always wanted to go when you were a kid, that you always dreamed about. pay attention to the details and how they make you feel. For me, I see the forest of my dreams that I always think about as a kid. It's filled with these beautiful fae beings, like centaurs, and I think they're called, what's the word? Satyrs, the men with the goat legs, and dryads and nymphs and things of that nature. Fae beings without names that I know. Fairies, of course, always the fairies. Probably about 9 or 10, maybe even 8. And the energy I am feeling is just wonder. It's fun, it's like dance, it's celebration in a sense. So that is my experience here, but allow yourself to have your own experience too. Pay attention to the time of day and the energy, the kind of beings that are surrounding you. These are all clues to what your inner child, your spirit is craving. And now, call in the fairies to please, if they haven't already for you, to make themselves known and to walk up to you or fly up to you, whatever it is they prefer. I want you to pay attention to what these fairies not just look like or sound like, but feel like, their energy. And tune in to relax into the space as these fairies will, either through symbols or emotions, or maybe if you're clairaudient, through words, will highlight to you how you can better feed and nourish your inner child and bring more joy and playfulness into your life. Relax here into this space and allow the fairies to give you their wisdom. They will be using your psychic gifts, gifts that all people on this planet have. If you find yourself getting distracted or struggling to get the message, just focus in on your breath and try not to control the messages that come through. Just allow them to flow into your being in whatever form they want to. Maybe you start thinking of a symbol, or you see a symbol, or a memory pops into your head, or you start thinking about a time where you were really, really happy. These are all ways the fairies highlight to you how to bring more joy into your life. I will give you a few moments here to relax into the space and pay attention to the messages that they are gifting to you. Take these last few moments to soak up whatever you can from this experience, whatever wisdom, whatever energies are coming through to you, before we move on and return back to our bodies. I ask that you now thank whatever beings, fairies, have made themselves known to you and have communicated with you, to thank them for their support, and to now head back towards the portal in which you came. Let's now go through the portal and enter back into our rooms and sink back into our bodies, connecting in from the heart space and floating all the way down into our bodies, slowly reconnecting. I ask that you start to move your fingers and your toes. Start to move more of your body, maybe your arms and your legs. Maybe give yourself a little hug, a little squeeze. And when you're ready, open your eyes to greet the day ahead of you. Know that you always have access to this meditation. If you ever want to do it again, if you ever feel like you're becoming disconnected with the needs of your inner child, or you just want to find and reconnect with that frequency of joy that the fairies bring, that frequency of playfulness, this meditation is always here to support you. Thank you so much for being here. Thank you so much for being on the planet at this time. It is truly an honor to share space with you. I hope this video was supportive to you and your journey, and I hope to see you back on my channel for more transmissions, meditations, and other spiritual content. Thank you so much, and I hope to see you soon.